Hey YouTube, this is Alexander, and this is Allo, Google's new messaging app for iOS and Android. Yes, it is yet another messaging app to add to their growing portfolio of messaging apps, but this one's a little different in more than just one way. Signing up is pretty seamless, requiring only your phone number, but you can link your Google account for Google Assistant, which is one way Google is trying to entice people to get on board with the app. Google Assistant is Google's chatbot that lives right inside of Allo. Now you're able to start a new conversation with it where you can ask it questions like you normally would through the search bar, but in a more conversational manner. You can ask it for things like the weather, sports scores, daily news, or have it set reminders, and even play some basic games. Now it might not be useful for everyone, but I actually really enjoy having Google Assistant right inside my chat app, since each search I perform is stored right in here rather than having multiple searches open in my Google search app. Oh, and Google Assistant can even be called upon while you're chatting with friends through the app in the same conversation, which might make planning something like a trip to the beach a little more easy, since everyone in the chat can see the results of whatever you asked Google Assistant. But this brings me to my next point, Allo as a chat app. So chatting with people inside Allo is actually a really nice experience. It's smooth and fluid without any lag, and it just works really nicely if the other person is also using Allo. However, if they're not, things can get a little weird. If the recipient is using Android, they may see this pop-up message on their device that allows them to reply without ever installing the app, ignore the message, or install the app and continue talking through Allo. Now on the iOS side, the recipient will receive what appears to be a standard text message from a 4 or 5 digit number that Google assigns to the sender's message. The message contains the sender's name, phone number, the message itself, along with what's basically an ad to get them to install Allo and continue the conversation there. In either instance, it can seem a bit spammy, but since there's no SMS support baked in, it's pretty much the only way to communicate with people who aren't using Allo. So Allo has a lot of things that you'd expect from a chat app, such as sent, received, and read receipts, ellipses bubbles to see when someone is typing out a reply, stickers, and the option to send your location. You can also get creative and draw on photos or add some text before you send them. There are also what Google is calling smart replies that are basically suggested text and emoji that you can respond with using a simple tap rather than actually having to write out a whole message. But this can make the conversation feel a little lifeless at times, depending on how often it's used. Oh, and if you're concerned about security, since Google does actually store all of these messages on their servers to help improve Google Assistant, there's actually an incognito mode that you can use, which uses end-to-end encryption and features the option for your chats to expire if you'd like. But just note that if you do use this, you can't use Google Assistant in your chats. Google Allo has a lot of potential to be among the biggest chat apps, but they've got quite a bit of work to do. For now, it's missing some crucial features that would help widespread adoption, such as a desktop client, multi-device support with message backup and syncing, integration with Allo's sister app Duo, quick reply, and SMS support. However, with a market so saturated and already dominated by apps like WhatsApp and Facebook Messenger, is there enough time for Allo to catch up? I guess we'll just have to wait and see. For now, I'm actually really enjoying the app as is, but would like some of those features I mentioned. Let me know what you guys think with a comment down below. I hope you all enjoyed the video and have a great Friday and an awesome weekend, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.